Hi everyone, good evening. This is Rio, the founder of XANA Metaverse. And this is the global AMA session. Let me start from some update recently. We successfully launched test app of Xenogenesis. Everybody can now enjoy the chat with the Xenogenesis. And that is really adorable and they're really smart. They can answer almost any kind of questions. So that is really exciting and kind of new experience because usually the NFTs, they don't speak, right? But Xenogenesis is different. It has an original AI engine developed by XANA, and it's really smart, actually. They're very intelligent. So you can try to ask any kind of question. First things you need to do is you're gonna connect your wallet, the web app of Xenogenesis. First thing you need to do is select the Ethereum network and connect your wallet, which has a Xenogenesis. Otherwise, it doesn't take you anywhere. Okay, so after you connect it, then it's gonna show you like Xenogenesis NFT you own, and also like what kind of other people's Xenogenesis NFTs. You can talk to both, so it doesn't have a limitation. So you can talk to really both. First, you can just select your own NFT, Xenogenesis NFT. They're gonna appear in the middle screen, and you can start typing your questions in right side window. They're gonna start answering according to your questions, and you can even try to do the series of the conversations because like we are trying to let the Genesis to learn as much as possible, like not try to understand each text, but instead the series of the conversations. So like you can try out those things. Also, if you don't like the way she answer, you can also overwrite that with the clicking 3 dots beside her chat window. And if you are the owner, you can overwrite her answers. So that is a kind of like the very first step of the training mode. So you can train her like that. Okay, and you can also try to talk to the other people's Xenogenesis. Now we don't have any kind of limitation, so you can try to talk as much as possible. And if you train like some of your Xenogenesis in certain way, you can ask your friend or anyone to visit your Xenogenesis and try to talk to her, so that like they're gonna answer to your friend according to your training. So that is kind of interesting part. Okay. Yeah, so you can just try out some kind of a simple like a quiz session or something because it's gonna change the answer. You can try to like ask some kind of questions. For example, what is the highest mountain in Japan? If the AI is smart enough, she's gonna answer the correct answer, right? But like if she answers something incorrect, then you can correct it. Then you can just keep repeating that, so you can create a kind of series of the questions. So that's kind of really interesting. So you can even like create some kind of short trivia kind of conversations. So that's the update for the Xenogenesis. Last week, I think we started our staking cycle 2. We're gonna have another week for the cycle 2. And this time, we added a lot of new treasure boxes with include like new rewards, which is first it's gonna have Xenogenesis NFTs, Xenoland discount ticket, and Xenoland whitelist, and the voiceover plugin for Xenogenesis, and the animation plugin for Xenogenesis. And those things you can see our recent tweet that you can see that Xenogenesis is actually speaking and animated in the movie. So you can check out in our recent tweet. So that is the special reward, the new reward in this time. Yeah, of course, the in-app currency, which you can use for the Xena Builder or Xena app, and Xena branded shoes. That's a really good reward. Okay, and that new shoes is different from the cycle 1. So in each cycle, we have a unique shoes, and we don't release again. So if the cycle 1 shoes will not appear in any later time of the staking. So like do not miss age chances because that's gonna be really rare. So if you got it, you have a chance to trade that in the good price. So that is the staking reward, and it's gonna continue one more week. So it's not too late yet. So you can just try to join like anytime you want. We started news session about Xana news. So this session is like almost like every day which has a new news. I'm recording my voice and speaking up in the metaverse. This like shooting those metaverse news program from the Xena Metaverse, and that's kind of really interesting. I love to watch it myself too. So like I'm trying to try maximum to update this every day, so you can look at it to get the latest update of Xena Metaverse and any kind of like related project and with Xena, which is like a NFT Duel, Xenogenesis, and many more. That's what happened last time. And what happened last week? Let me double check. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And yes, we are almost ready for releasing the new update of the applications, which starts from NFT Duel. So okay, let me talk about NFT Duel. NFT Duel, like we updated the applications according to the feedback of you guys since like last Alpha Test League Season 1. And that was a great feedback. We tried our best to implement as much as possible. So mostly the most critical bugs, that's already solved, we hope. That should be available in very soon. I think in this weekend or the beginning of the next week. So you can try that out in a few days. And if we see there is no issue in that new app, then we can start Season 2 of Alpha Test League. So, and that's gonna continue like 2 weeks, the same as the Season 1. And we're gonna have a rewards, of course, and a Season 2 as well. Okay, so that's what's coming up. And the update of the NFT Duel application, what is included? We developed the new active camera mode. So each time you make any kind of actions in the NFT Duel during the game, the camera will follow your actions according to your choice of the movement. So when you draw the card, you place the card, you attack the enemies, the camera will follow you to make a dynamic movement. And that's kind of really exciting. So we want to really hear your feedback, because it's kind of very new thing. We don't actually almost never seen this kind of camera movement in any other games. So that's kind of challenging for us. So yeah, we love to hear your feedback. If you like it, then we're gonna continue. Okay. I heard some of the people get drunk a little bit because camera is moving really fast or very often. So we wanted to take a balance. So let's take it as this is a first version 1. So if you according to your feedbacks, we can just modify it. That's no problem. Okay. And another update is we implemented the casual matching mode. That is allowing user to try the duel unlimited times a day. Because once the season starts, we have a limitation of the duel actually in the 5 times a day. And because we want to make a fair rule for everyone, because some people have a lot of time a day to play the duel, some people don't have. So we want to flattize them to have fair conditions. So this league battle will be limited in the 5 times, as same as season 1. But if you want to try or practice more duel after this league or before this league, and you can choose a casual matching mode. So this will allow you to just do exactly same as a normal league matching mode, but you don't consume any kind of LP, or you're not either earning or losing any league point. So you can just take it as a practice, or you can even enjoy to duel with your friend to match with the time. And the next update, we're gonna have a loom matching, which you can select the some kind of specific individual loom to specifically match with your friend. So before this update, you can try out the casual matching or the league matching to play with your friend. Okay, yeah, that's a major part of the NFT Duel. And of course, we debugged most of the major bugs. So we hope this time it will be smoother, much smoother than the last time. The one confusion point, let me explain about this one, because the most crucial bug happened in the season 1 is once you join the duel and you are waiting for the opponent. Okay, so before you find the opponent, before the system find the matching opponent, if you cannot find anyone, then that's done, nothing happens. And if you find the opponent, then the duel will start and it's gonna turn into the loading mode. But if you get a slower connection or disconnected in this, after the matching but the game loading time, you're gonna lose the league point. That is a kind of how the system works, and we cannot really change it. So we just tried to make it a little bit more visible and understandable. So there will be 3 phases. First, you're gonna, right after you push the let's start duel, then it's going to find, the system will going to find your opponent too much. In this one, you can cancel it even, or you can disconnect it. You don't lose anything. And then there will be a new status appears, which is matched. If the system find your opponent, then it's gonna say you, oh yeah, we find your opponent, it matched. Then the percent of the loading start to count down. Okay, so once this starts, you cannot disconnect because you are already in the preparation of the duel. So if you get disconnected, you're gonna lose it. So try to make sure you have a stable internet, and try to make sure do not cancel since once the opponent is found, even it's a loading. Okay, that's very important. So some of the users they get misunderstood, and they think oh, I didn't get any fight, but I'm losing the LP. Why I'm losing the LP? So that is the reason. So we just try to make it understandable. That's another update. Let's see. Oh yeah. Xena. We have a Xena update as well. And this one is more for the backend, but this should be available in the next week. And after this one, we're gonna also release the Xena Builder, and those 2 apps will be able to connect, but a little bit later though. Basically, this update will allow you to connect this world and the world builder and Xena app. Okay, so once this starts, we're gonna start the competition of the world building, the best world creator competitions. So we're gonna announce the date right after the Xena Builder is ready for the download. Probably it should be in the next week. That should be around, we are targeting on the 12th or 30th, okay? That is gonna be the Xena Builder and Xena update. So that is pretty much it for the application update. And we're gonna continue to the Q&A session, because I got a lot of the questions this time. So let me answer one by one. Question 1. What can I do with the land after purchasing it? I need a detail. Okay, so basically, you can check you can search the YouTube, and you can search Xena land, and you will be able to find my new YouTube video, which is explaining how the Xena land works. And I think you can go to the land section in our Xena.net and you will click learn more. So it's going to guide you to the landing page. Oh, this is the kind of new page that we released last week. I totally forgot. Okay, so like please check this one. This will explaining you like how many land you have and what kind of things you can do. That is explaining those kind of things. And the video, actually the explanation video is also in that page. So that's going to be easier. Okay, so that's going to be at Xena.net/land. Okay, let's see. The basic idea is first thing you want to do after you get land should be the creating process. So you can download the Xena Builder application and you can try to start building your own world and you can deploy it on top of the land. And that's a very fun thing, and other people can start visiting your place. So that's kind of fun experience. And if you don't have a time, then you can start purchasing the world which somebody else made. It can be profitable for the both side. You can save your time. You can choose the best world in the tons of the collections that other creators make, and the creators actually can start earning money by selling those world that they can create that they create. So that's how the ecosystem works. So either you can purchase it or you can create it yourself. That's your choice. That can work as a real estate as well, just like real world, because you just purchase the land at the lowest price, as low as possible or as early as possible. Then you can either create the land or create the world or purchase the world from somebody else. Then you're gonna raise the price to try to sell it so that you can earn the profit from that difference. That's a very basic way to start earning by the land. And also, if you have a Xenogenesis, and we're gonna start doing the land staking with the Xenogenesis. So you should have both NFT together to start earning the tickets from the land staking program, which should be starting right after the land sale. We'll try our best to match the time. That's how to start earning from the land. Next question: how can I earn money through Xana? It's very straightforward. Yeah, it's very easy, but I don't really have an explanation video about this one. I should make one, huh? Yeah, I will make one video according to this theme. But basically, you can use the land to start doing those kind of real estate and building stuff. We call it like build to earn. And of course, we're gonna have some kind of a supporting creator program to empower those creators to start making the interesting world to enrich the Xena Metaverse. So if you can create something, then that's another opportunity. And another thing is, of course, Xenogenesis is growing really good. So trading Xenogenesis, or trading or training and trading. That is an interesting point of Xenogenesis, because you can train her and you can make it even smarter or more interesting and sell it in the higher price. That is another interesting part. Okay, and what else? Of course, you can start. You can get the Zeta, and it's really about the timing, like when you purchase Zeta in what price. So I cannot say anything about it. But at least if you have a Zeta token, then you can join the staking program, and they will be definitely profitable for the long-term stakers, because we're making it perpetual. So once you are stake, then it's going to continue almost forever until you unstake it. And every month we have a different type of the rewards. So if longer you stay, and you're gonna have a more chance to obtain the rewards. So that's the other way to earn. And what else? What else we have? The most basic thing is that we want to create a creators economy, and that is the major part of the Xena Metaverse. We really encourage the creators, and we're gonna have various programs for those things. For example, the build the best avatar competitions, or the build the best world competitions, or be the best Xenogenesis AI trainer competition, or the best wearable of the avatars competitions. We can have as much as we can, and that's gonna really benefit for the entire ecosystem and metaverse as well. So it's really meaningful thing. So we wanna start trying out those things as soon as possible. That's actually something that really interesting, because now we really believe the era of the metaverse is really coming, and it's coming almost sooner than everybody think. So sooner you start to get those kind of skill set, or learn the 3D thing, or learn how to do the builders, learn how to earn more profit from the metaverse, and that's gonna be totally profitable, and that's going to be really meaningful things, because once you get those kind of knowledge or skill set, then you're ready for the metaverse era, and you're very early, of course, compared to the much other people. Because you can compare now. For example, you are starting your YouTube channel, or you want to be a TikToker, but there is a people who is starting those things way before anybody else trying to do like that. Then of course those kind of people have advantage, right? So it's sooner is always better, and you have plenty time to train your skill. Even you don't have anything right now, and that's totally okay. Actually, some of the DAO member in our Xena DAO, they never know how to create their 3Ds or avatars, or how to do the video editing or any kind of skill set. But now they've been trying almost couple months, and now they look like a pro. So like, it's really doable, and that's gonna be more interesting and encouraging if you try those things in the XANA DAO, because everybody starts from like zero, and you have like colleges to grow together. That's a great thing. It's so much better and more fun than doing this alone. So yeah, like let's start creating and let's start earning. Okay, so that's how to earn from XANA Metaverse, and let's go to the next question. Okay, does the Xenogenesis NFTs actually act as assistant in XANA Metaverse? That's a good question. Yes, it is. But like, I think you are talking about inside of the XANA app, right? That's a different matter. But yes, of course we do. First, we are now doing this in the web-based, and next we're gonna develop the mobile app. Then we're gonna bring those things into XANA Metaverse app. So I'm still trying to figure out how to let Xenogenesis appear in the Metaverse. Maybe some kind of hologramic. In the future, maybe Xenogenesis have a 3D avatar, but we will never know. At this point, I think the hologramic plus the voice or text is the realistic way. So like, we're trying the best to implement those things into the XANA Metaverse as soon as possible. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, right? Because I think after the land sale, our next target is the room function, which you can start decorating your room, and you can place the Xenogenesis into your room. So if the other people visit your room, then they can talk to your Xenogenesis. That's very interesting. That's what we are doing in a web-based already. So actually, it's going to change into the 3D version. So that's not too difficult for us to do. Okay, so I think you can already see some kind of background picture or the environment when you open the XANA Metaverse app, mobile app, and you can see the avatar, right? And behind the avatar, you can see some kind of blue, cute room. So we are trying to make it as customizable for the landowner. So landowner should be able to like decorate and arrange or create anything into the own room. So that is kind of another interesting part to own the land. Okay, so yeah, and that's where we want to place the Xenogenesis too. Let's go to the next question. Okay, I appreciate the effort of you and the team so far. Thank you, and especially on pulling that deal with the step up. Oh, okay. And just wondering if there would be more of such cases in this Q4 in 2022. That is great questions. Yeah, definitely, because we are now start launching our land, and that is where all of those partners will appear. And we already announced a lot of our partners since launch, right? And it's going to increase so much more after the land launch, because they will have an actual geographic location in the XANA Metaverse, and they're going to have their own content to show, and they're going to have their own world for the other user to visit, and you can enjoy so much content for those partners. So we're going to have partners through a lot of different sectors, like of course in the crypto world, like a Step Up or DAO makers, and many more crypto projects that we're going to collaborate. And of course the NFT project will be the interesting partners as well, because usually most of the NFT project, they are lacking the utilities, and that's where we can help them. Like as long as we launch the land, we can have some kind of setting for those NFT project to limit their world only allow to their NFT holders, which means, let's say, if there's a Bored Ape Yacht Club world, we can set that world as only Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT holders can join. So that will be already a great utilities, because when you sell the NFTs, you can actually say that, oh, you have this NFT, this NFT have a utility to enter the specific limited access world in XANA Metaverse. And that is one of the great utility as well. So that's what we're gonna do for all of the partners. And even normal creators, general creators, you guys can do that too. You can just create a world, you can deploy onto the land, and you're gonna change the setting as only NFT holder only access. And you're going to type the NFT collection smart contract, I think, so that we can start recognize that kind of limitations, so that we can only whitelist certain holders to enter your world. And you can do it yourself in the UI. Okay, so yeah, that's how partnership can happen in XANA Metaverse and how it can be utilized. Okay, Move to Earn. I'm feeling really positive about Move to Earn project. So not only the Step App, but any kind of Move to Earn project or other X to Earn project. We love to collaborate, and let's figure out how to make the right interaction between the other project or other ecosystem to our Metaverse ecosystem. Okay, next question. So one of the question is how long the test league will last. That's a good question. Actually, we are trying to start the main league as soon as possible, but once the real league starts, then everybody has to own the NFTs. and each card will be the real NFTs. So that's gonna be like a very serious battle, and you also need to own and stake the duel tokens and so on. And actually, winners can earn a lot of tokens or NFT rewards. So that's gonna be a really serious fight, and we don't want to mess up in any reasons for those serious battle. So now this is just like test league, and we are just giving away the rewards, so it doesn't really matter. But like, you know, once those serious fight starts, then everybody's gonna become super serious, and you know, we really don't want to like, you know, make any kind of bugs, like serious bugs, to waste your effort. So we just need to really make sure to make it like bug free as much as possible before the actual league starts. That is the whole purpose of this test league. So in the other hand, we can say that like we will continue this test league as long as all the major issues or the user experience will be resolved and optimized. So we are still not sure this will end in the season 2, or we're going to continue season 3 or 4, because every season end we will do the big update of the applications to, you know, to reflect all the feedbacks from the last season. So as soon as we feel that this season we have zero issue or very less issue, and app is stable and experience is good, so we are ready for the actual league, then we can start the actual league. So let's make sure. So this is some kind of lucky time, because you can play the game without owning those NFTs. So yeah, like just take it as a, you know, like a good opportunity for the practice before the actual league starts. Next question. I would like you to share more information about the support card or the normal Astroboy card we bought in Binance NFT, and how we can use them in NFT Duel. Okay. Yes, sorry, like we haven't announced any update about this thing. Only Astroboy Genesis card holder can participate this test league. So that is already one of the utility for the Astroboy card, but for the normal card, it's still not ready yet, because as I explained just right now, those normal card will be usable after this real league starts. So before that, like you can just hold it, and once the real league starts, then you can bring those cards. Okay, and the support card, we haven't released any support card yet. We were going to release, but we haven't made the one yet. So, but definitely we're gonna make it, because this will make the duel actually very much more interesting. And because now it's a kind of simple game, and next step is we're gonna add the ability on the higher level cards. It was originally planned to be the level 5 to level 8 card will have a special skill set and ability, but we changed it to start from the level 4 according to the feedback from the XANA DAO members. So like since this function implemented, then higher level than level 4 will have some kind of skill set. And it doesn't matter, it's a normal card or Genesis card, it doesn't matter, it works as the same. Okay? And the next step, we will release the support cards. Because support card itself doesn't act like a battle card, because it's just to provide an extra boost, or like it will make some kind of like the drastic changes in the battle situation and the status of your card or opponent's card. We are now thinking about to release our own bland support cards, original support cards, so that you can use in any card deck. Like no matter it's ULTRAMAN or it's Astroboy or any new IPs, you can generally use these support cards, and that's gonna be better, so that you don't have to collect each support cards from each collections. So that's what we're planning. So this support function will be a little bit later, but we're gonna definitely do it. Okay, next question. Can the user trade the already trained Xenogenesis NFT when the application is ready? If yes, how would the new owner be able to modify Genesis intelligence to his or her preference? That's a very good question. Now you have two functions. Now you can chat with the Genesis, and you can change the name of the Genesis if you are the owner. And the new function that we're going to provide will be the reset function, the reset intelligence function, which will allow new owner to refresh newly purchased Xenogenesis intelligence to the status of default. So all of the training result of the previous owner will be deleted and refreshed, so that you can start training your way from scratch. That function, we don't have that function yet, but we're going to release this function for sure. Without this refreshing the intelligence of the Xenogenesis will continue and carry out to the new user. Like, you know, it can continue forever. You can just train, and you're going to sell it, and then new owner will start training on top of that intelligence and repeat. So that can be like that Xenogenesis will have a lot of different type of the intelligence from the various owners. That could be an interesting way too, but if you don't like it, then of course you can refresh it. Okay. Next question. Do you still hold the plans to airdrop Zeta token to Xenogenesis holders to enhance the content creation? Okay, so this one was the very first announcement of Xenogenesis. We announced some kind of plan to airdrop, but afterwards we announced the change to not the airdrop, but like we provided the extra allocations for the Xena Metaverse Alpha Pass holders. Actually, the amount was bigger. We provided the $50 extra for all of the Xena Metaverse Alpha Pass owners, and original Xenogenesis holders airdrop was only like a $10 or something. So that was not really meaningful. So we changed the plan to provide more tokens for the early adopters. But then after that, we're gonna of course start doing the Xenogenesis competitions, creators competitions. For that competitions, we can think about to provide the Zeta token for sure as a reward. And that competition could be the training competitions, maybe idea competitions, fan art of Xenogenesis competitions, and many more. Like if you have any ideas, you can come up with that ideas, and we can create that kind of competitions to accelerate the creators' creations. That's what we really want to do for Xenogenesis, because more people start to commit the creation of the Xenogenesis, and this blend and IP will be stronger. So that's gonna be good for all of the holders as well. Yeah, we definitely want to encourage it. Okay, next question. The rewards on staking is mostly on NFTs. Yes. Does the team has a plan to add Zeta token as a reward in the future cycle? This is a very interesting question. Usually last year, maybe some of you guys remember like what happened in like DeFi summer. And after the DeFi summer, of the Ethereum, the Binance Smart Chain DeFi summer started. And every project has a crazy amount of the APYs, and they issued so much tokens, and it just keep inflate. And in the end of the staking period, the token value will become like almost like half or like even lesser. So that is almost like meaningless. It's just kind of they're just playing with the numbers, just showing up like crazy amount of APY, and the actual price will be dropping. That's it doesn't make any sense, and that is destroying the holders' economy. If some of the serious users who is believing the project for the long term, but if all at once the project start providing the massive amount of tokens to destroy the token price and value, that's really painful thing for all of the holders. So we don't want to do it. Like only short-time flippers and short-time staker will be happy, but most of the people, like 95% of the user, will be unhappy. So we don't want to do it. And so that is why we made this non-inflation model of the staking. So we're going to actually continue this model. At this point, I don't have any plan to include the Zeta as a staking reward, because staking program is basically for the long-term stakers, and what long-term staker wants is the increase of the price, right? So in any way, we do not want to interrupt that thing. But because staking is almost like creating something from nothing. Of course, like people have a token, but like token generated token doesn't really make sense for me. But like adding the value in the ecosystem is worth to provide the tokens. So we have our ecosystem in like a Play2Earn or the create-to-earn, build-to-earn mechanism, or SocialFi, and etc. You can look at the white paper. Those kind of things is actually giving the extra value into the ecosystem, not for the platform, but for the entire ecosystem. More creations happen, more gameplay happens. That is a good thing for the ecosystem. So that kind of case, we can definitely want to provide the Zeta allocations, and we already have those kind of plan in the allocations from the beginning. So that is for sure. Okay, I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, I think I'm answering most of the questions. Yeah, like let's keep building. Now, Xenogenesis is performing really awesome. You can take a look at the Xenogenesis page in OpenSea, and the chart looks really awesome. And the trading volume is increasing, and floor price is increasing, and now the floor price is almost like 0.2 ETH, and that is almost like a double price from the launch, and 4x from the VIP sale. So now it's really, I'm really proud of Xenogenesis. So let's keep building it, and we're gonna definitely add more values by these plugins, upcoming plugins. So yeah, let's make this as the best NFT ever in the world. And this is still like very undervalued, because Xenogenesis is so like special. It's so different, and it's like another level of the NFTs. So I'm really believing in the future of Xenogenesis. So let's build that future together. And yeah, the Zeta token, of course, we're gonna do everything we can to add the values of Zeta token as well, because that is the primary token of our Xena Metaverse and whole ecosystem. I'm gonna just do anything for the sustained growth of the Zeta token as well. So let's just keep building. We will see the bright future. Actually, we have a really crazy like trading volume for the Zeta token. I don't know like what is happening. Like we don't manipulate the token price, or we don't do the fake trade. Like trust me, you can trust us. We don't do it. So we really don't know like who is trading, but like it is just showing the crazy trading volume. And like I see recently like a lot of even the new people or traders, they are posting some kind of tweet in Twitter about talking about the Zeta tokens and trading stuff. And that is kind of new. That's kind of good thing because, like before, like not like much people knows about Zeta tokens, but now according to this like volume increasement, it catches some eyeballs from the new people. There's only like upside. So I'm pretty happy about that. And we also have a big land sale upcoming and the updation of the application as well. And this partnership announcement is upcoming too. So yeah, like we have so many positive things upcoming, and that works very good for the entire ecosystem and the value of the token as well. Yeah, so like let's see, like let's keep building. Please make sure to come join our XANA DAO in Discord and start like in exchanging the ideas to make this grow faster together. Okay, yeah, that's it from me, my side today, and I'm really happy to see you guys in the next week too. Thank you so much and have a good night.